It's Veronica Bartolini with Codebreaker Real Talk. I have some Copalan. The other live, they interrupted my feed. They took off my audio, and I was using one of the corded things of these. I won't use Bluetooth for my ears. It's too much of a weapon. Can you all hear me? We're going to continue. I'm just going to have to start reading all over again. I'll just wait. Thank you, Dave Willard, for letting me know. This also is copal. This cleanses out everything. You put it on a porcelain dish and you just let it burn the whole day. This one is in like a stick form. Like they say, jalapeño on a stick. that goofy guy. Anyway, got some Palo Santo as well. How is your Saturday coming along? From Saturn. And then we have some sage. Somehow, some way, I will get this read. They know I have a mission and they cannot stand in my way. So here we go. Protection for all as opposed to the dome. Got some radionics here, some organ. I got all this stuff at the gem show. Very grateful. It helps to know people because they're very nice. They'll help you. They'll. Got some shungite too. See? Shungite pieces in the water. Anyone here? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Do it again. Black Ops. Money, money, money. That's the first sentence. Okay, guys, here we go. Money is needed to finance one moment. Money is needed to finance the development of the newly acquired weaponry and UFO technologies. The so-called black projects, the shadow government, influences the president and those whose minds have been sanitized. They argue that the public must not be told of the alien contact. The panic that would ensue would be disastrous, particularly if they were to find out the aliens were uncontrollable. Funds for the Black Ops must not come from taxation. They must come from undetectable sources, and the amounts needed would be vast in quantity. Let me check real quick to see if I'm still on YouTube on my phone because we were having that problem earlier. Is anybody there? Can you hear me? Okay. It's like a little lag. Okay. All right, I'll continue. The shadow government has no desire to see the Black Ops succeed, but it has no qualms in making a profit. The shadow government principles suggest turning to an ally of the United States in World War II, the mafia. Though a minor protest is made by some high officials, the mafia is, once again, the partner of Uncle Sam. The mobster lords are quick to suggest an arrangement in illegal drugs. The first phase of the operation concentrates on existing fields of poppy in Turkey. The mafia will be responsible for bringing the drugs to the waters outside the coastlines of the United States. The CIA will bring the illegal drugs into the country. It's like a little lag. We were having that problem earlier. Let me see if we're still on here. Let me see if we're still on here. Let me see if we're still on here. Can you hear me? We're still on here. Can you hear me? We're still on here. Oh wow, now it's anyway, I'm gonna keep going. The mafia finds a young Greek shipping magnate who will bring their contraband in his ships to American seas. This young man becomes a tycoon. He is Aristotle Onassis, and I brought up earlier that Onassis was Jackie Onassis. Could be her father or uncle, I don't know, but it's the last name of Onassis. The CIA utilizes the talents of an Irish bootlegger, a man who has mafia connections and is experienced in moving booty from small boats at sea to friendly longshoremen on the docks. From there, they are transported on trucks to all major cities. This man is Joseph P. Kennedy. The drugs begin to flow. Huge amounts of money is split up between the mafia and the CIA. Black Ops is funded. The shadow government holds the reins. Government officials now connected to the mafia can be blackmailed and easily controlled or eliminated. The drug operations are extremely lucrative, but Black Ops needs more money. And the shadow government simply is greedy and wants more money. The Golden Triangle of the Far East, and the triangle also reminds me of the Bermuda Triangle, and then also the Bay of Pigs and all that stuff. All right, so the drug operations are extremely lucrative, but Black Ops, they want more money. The Golden Triangle of the Far East is targeted. The French have recently lost a high cost war. Without their presence, planes can be flown into the fields of Cambodia and Vietnam. Sorry. Drug smuggling begins. The success of the drug trade increases. Greater numbers of air flights is too difficult to hide. A cover is needed. Then we have page 30. The Gulf of Tonkin is contrived to provide a reason for war. War demands air flights into the distressed area. Drugs come from the Far East, Cambodia, tagged Vietnam, are brought in by Air America as CIA front. The Vietnam War is a drug smuggling front. Body bags are packed with drugs. Soldiers are hooked so that a market will exist for the payloads. Vietnam provides the product and the users. I'm reading this verbatim. Black Ops funding increases. The shadow government is not satisfied. They want more profit. The official government continues to get in deeper and deeper. South America is a bounty of drugs. The previous phase, which used smugglers, is put into use again. The drug lords of Central and South America bring their cargoes to a small oil company in the Gulf of Mexico. And remember, Pemex is really big in Mexico. My family, my grandfather worked for them for years. Oil platforms, which had been sending nominal amounts of crude oil in barrels, nearly doubled the number of barrels they sent into the U.S. Crude oil occupies only half of the barrels. Drugs are sorted in the others. The most successful operation centers around a young oil company called Zapata Oil. Its young CEO makes a name for himself. The operation is so successful, the young man becomes intimate with the CIA. He is present in Dallas on November 22nd, 1963. He advises the FBI previous to the fateful day of a possible problem in the persona of Lee Harvey Oswald, who may be potential threat to JFK. The CIA link becomes so strong that in time he is appointed to the dictatorship. The young CEO is named George Bush. George Bush is actually a second cousin to the Queen of England. Black Ops and Drug Ops have become one and the same. The mafia and the CIA are indistinguishable. The United States government and the shadow government are enmeshed. They are the perpetrators of crimes against humanity. We are the victims. Okay, this is the last page, and then I'll end. Too bad they cut off the other one. I'm still going to leave it on, just in case, because there are ways to infiltrate, the system. Okay, so 31. Patriarch Joseph P. Kennedy proposes a deal to the CIA mafia powers. If they assist in the election of his eldest son to the office of the presidency, his son in return will obey the dictates of his father. In effect, the presidency of the United States will be under control of the mafia and CIA completely. The shadow government smiles. Joseph Kennedy's eldest son is killed in a mysterious accident. Joseph assures the CIA mafia that his other son, John Fitzgerald, will abide by the scenario that Joseph has proposed. John is unaware of his father's deal. He is an intelligent young man, but has an incessant eye for women. The election is rigid. JFK is the new president. John follows his father's will, but the patriarch falls ill. Suddenly, John and his younger brother Bobby find the path before them is open to their own direction. Possessed of consciences, they begin to pursue their own course. Aware to some degree of their father's connections, the full scope of the arrangement with the CIA mafia was beyond their comprehension. They discover the black ops and the drug trafficking and the CIA mafia link. The two feel as overwhelmed sense of betrayal. They are part of the system's injustice they have taken a vow to fight against. John promises to disband the CIA and the drug trade. A committed Bobby goes after the mafia. Both groups feel the agreement is broken. The Texas oil consortium has its very effort in the Bay of Pigs has been betrayed. The two young men have effectively threatened the most powerful organizations in the world. On November 22nd, 1963, at noon in Dallas, Texas, John Fitzgerald Kennedy is assassinated. On June 5th, 1968, in Los Angeles, California, while on a presidential campaign, Robert Kennedy is assassinated. The world cried, not because most agreed with them, but because everyone somehow knew we lost one of our own. And that is by Robert Morningstar. Terra papers. Y'all can download them online. And we talked a little bit about this in class. We talked about the bloodlines. This copal is like amazing. Woo! Excuse me. So, I was telling you guys earlier, my grandfather wouldn't talk much. He would just not talk much at all. He didn't like anybody hugging him, kissing him, nothing. I wonder if he worked for one of these agencies, because he was very important in the Pemex oil industry, and my family too there in Mexico. So when they talk about the barrels being the crude oil and stuff being brought over, but in these times, I also am reminded of Sula. Sula is also in Venezuela too, and in the Falkland Islands. They have what we call now the black goo. So this cube, that I talk about, that's under Antarctica and other places, is filled with bioluminescence, which is us, which, they found a way to mine us as stars and as planets and as asteroids, because we can take any shape or form. Right now, we're in the form of human, and we are of 12 dimensions. Actually, they put us in like a 13-sided cube or something like that. I've spoken about this before. Like, if you look at the sun, it has, like, say it has 12 rays, but you're the sun. Like, you can be 1 or you can be number 13. So it has 12 dimensions, right? 12 strands. 12 extraterrestrial races, the crystals founders, the ones that, we decided to be here to save the people that are stuck in the phantom matrix, the wormholes, the black holes, the Wisidex matrix, all that. So why did they use us in these black ops secret space programs? Because we are the stars, we are the bioluminescence, we are, what they want to use for the technology. We are the sentient beings. We are the gods. I mean, seriously, we are the higher than the angelic realm. We are higher than the masters. So there's a war going on right now, and if you guys look at the movie on Netflix, The Wandering Earth, that talks a lot about like when Earth is about to be destroyed, and somehow they find the super soldiers find a way to get the system to move Earth, because Jupiter is like it has like some energy coming in between. It's stuck in the belt of Jupiter. Earth is stuck like in the belt of Jupiter. But if they find a way to power it up to where it could just go, and Earth can just go and be moved, and that's where the 666, the number of the beast, which is not a beast, it's actually a technology that they have. I have seen it under Antarctica, remote viewed it, but it's also linked to the black cube that's in Saturn, because it broke off before they brought it in. So our whole thing is to help save the some Omicron reptilian that are good beings got caught in there. Some of our angelic realms, Eli, Elohim, some of them got caught there. Some of our brothers and sisters got caught in the different systems. So especially the Vega number, Stargate 10, Gate 10, they got stuck there. So, the thing of it is like, the whole thing is, okay, do we close that off? Do we close off the wormhole? Do we close off that black hole, that matrix, the one that's the phantom matrix mixed with the Wisidex matrix, or do we close it off, or do we keep it open to save our bloodline? Pretty much, if you want to think about it that way. So if you all are interested in my classes, let me know. I did a bloodlines class, which I talk about all this. This is stuff that I got from Ashiana Dean. I came across it on Carrie Cassidy's show a couple months ago, and I've been studying it. The fall of Metatron. There's also the Giovanni angelic realm as well. What happened with them? What happened to us? It's all there in the Origins Voyagers video. And the Terra papers, a friend, Nicole, sent them to me, and I thought it was awesome. Thank you, Nicole, once again. So the whole class was 4 hours. It was supposed to be 2 hours, and the cost is $55. If you all want it, let me know, but I am not giving you permission to share it or anything like that on YouTube, because that's just exclusive for the members. And I also have the G Mafia class, which is Google, Microsoft, Facebook, IBM, or IG, which is Instagram, or IBM, really. And then it's we have Amazon and all that, the smart cities that I talk about. That class is available. And then the class on Stargates is available, and the dolphins as well. Let me know. It's only $55. If you want to book a reading with me, I'm a galactic. I don't know why they use titles like galactic remote viewer. Well, it's because, I don't know. If you're a remote viewer, you can pretty much remote view everything. As above, so below, off planet, in the water. So anyway, hey, Judy. Hola. Thank you for your support, Mama. Thank you for being in the class. How are you today? So I'm pretty much done with this video. I'm going to review it right now to make sure that everything that I read, you could still hear it. The first one, I don't know. I was going to delete it, but I'm going to leave the first part there, because you can tap into it somehow using your abilities. I'm pretty sure we can warp the sound, the frequency waves, the scalar waves that they use. I just have to leave it up. I'm no longer deleting any YouTube videos that I make. the thing of it is hola Johnny, thank you. If you all are going to be on my show, my contingency plan, or what do they call that? The disclosure thing, whatever they call it, agreement is, don't ask me to put it down. If you're going to be on my show, you're going to be on my show, and that's it. We're going to keep them on. Don't ask me to put down the videos. Then don't be on my show. Then don't ask me to be on my show. Don't agree with me to be on the show. This is very important. If you guys are not serious about your plan here, your journey, your mission, then don't contact me. This is only for serious, high-minded beings that are here for such a time as this to help save humanity, to shift for the new earth, what they call a new earth, but in actuality it's the same earth. We just have to shift it. That's it. I am part of the crystals races. I am part of the bioregenesis program. I do believe that everybody deserves a chance if they have repented. If they don't, you're gonna burn, and you're not gonna go back in the asteroid pieces as you once agreed to go back to space dust. You're not going to even go back to space dust because you continue to hurt the children and the animals and humanity and Mother Earth and all that. So 10-4, rubber ducky. We'll see you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.